Chapter 13. Kylo. I want double security around the borders when I'm gone, I said. I gathered some papers in my office for my beta, Roger, to read about the chaos arising near Scarlet's pack. She could die for all I cared, but whatever had been going on was spreading to packs closer to mine, and nobody was going to ruin everything I had rebuilt after my father tainted our family name. Roger grabbed the papers, glancing down at them for a moment, and nodded. And nobody comes within 100 meters of the property without you knowing about it. Roger sat on the black velvet sofa across from my desk, propping one leg onto the glass coffee table. I don't know why you're making a huge deal out of this. It's against divine law to attack during the annual celebration of the Wolf Moon Warriors. Roman respects law. After stuffing some papers into my brown leather briefcase, I growled. He will do anything for Isabella, and anything to get back at me for what my father did to his family. He might respect divine law, but he's angry and jealous. He will attack. I had known Roman for years. That man hadn't changed. Then stay and kill him now before he has a chance to hurt you for what your parents... You're not going to change my mind, I said to Roger, claws slashing into my palms in an attempt to stay calm. I couldn't waste my chance at spending one weekend alone with Isabella. My wolf wouldn't allow it. He had been riled up this entire week, thinking about the way she'd looked in my shirt while heading home from the gorge the other night. She had lifted the thin fabric to her nose and inhaled deeply, her blue eyes overcome with a wave of golden wolfish lust when she did. Mate, my wolf said. We will see mate. Clenching my jaw, I growled at the sound of that foolish word. We don't have a mate anymore, I scolded. Not after Scarlet. Yet my wolf went on. Mate. Isabella is a Wolf Moon Warrior. That's it. She means nothing to us. But that was a lie. Less than 4 days ago, I had met her, and I hadn't been able to stop thinking about her since. She was incredibly intelligent, was the only person I had faced who made me actually back down from a fight, and was my ex-best friend's mate. After clearing my throat, I looked back at Roger. I'm going to the party to see if Isabella will tell me about Roman's plans to attack. I need to know if I can trust her. Moonlight flooded in through the windows. It was nearly 1 a.m. I'd have to leave at 6 a.m. if I wanted to get there in time for the gathering at 9 a.m. A weekend full of war talk, training, and worshipping our goddess was a few hours away, and so was Isabella. Why do you need to trust her? I walked closer to the window and gazed out at the trail of moonflowers leading from the pack house into the forest toward the gorge. Isabella loved moonflowers. She had decorated the entire lichen pack house with them. Because Roman doesn't deserve her, I said. That doesn't answer my question. It doesn't need to answer the question, Roger. That's my answer. I tucked my hands into my pockets. Go home. I need to get some rest before I leave in the morning. He hopped off the couch and threw me a light-hearted smirk. Rest? You'll probably go running through the woods tonight, trying to find her. My canines lengthened. Know your boundaries. When Roger shut the door behind him, I turned back to the window, rested my forehead against the glass, and took a deep breath. Last time my wolf had felt this connection with someone, Scarlet was my mate. Isabella wasn't. She couldn't be. After a few moments of convincing my wolf that we wouldn't try to find her in the woods, I opened my closet door and dialed the code on my safe. Opening it up, the wolf's flower sat peacefully in the center, along with some extraneous papers. It had been there for nearly a month now. Just like the Wolf Moon Warriors, the flower could survive in even the worst conditions. I carefully pulled the container top off and stared at it in amazement. This flower could destroy someone born under the wolf moon in seconds. It would burn them from the inside out, terrorize every part of them, hurt them more than going through heat ever could. Once I placed it back into the container, I walked to my bedroom and stuffed it away in my suitcase. I was going to bring it to the party, for the one and only Isabella.
You've reached the end of this episode. Thanks for listening. To get up to 4 weeks additional uncensored content, subscribe to the podcast at reamstories.com/AmeliaRoseAudio. Due to content restrictions, explicit sex scenes will only be available through Ream. But if you'd like to continue listening to my free episodes, make sure to hit the follow button to receive updates.